I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This video series, which is part of my online music academy, specifically accompanies Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 from my Method Book series. Like all my books, this selection is available to purchase through Amazon and Google Play. For help, see the links in the description below. In the videos which are part of this specific course, I progress through the lessons in Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2, explaining and demonstrating concepts and playing each of the songs and exercises contained therein, so you can hear how they sound and play them right along with me. You are of course welcome to view these videos with or without the book, but with the book you can work through all the songs and exercises, and in the process learn all the various types of chords used to play music on the guitar and master your chord playing abilities. Alright, let's get to jamming in this lesson. Hi there, welcome to lesson 11. I'm excited to be spending this time with you. Excited that we've made it this far. So in this lesson we're going to learn 3 new chords. One chord we've learned before, but it's going to be a new version of that chord, and that's the F chord. We're going to learn B flat and C7. F and B flat are what we call bar chords, and the reason for that is because we use our index finger, or any finger really, to play more than one, and therefore we bar across multiple strings in a particular fret. So, without further ado, we shall proceed. Right here we're going to start with the F chord. So the F chord that we know has had a teeny little bar, and has only included the top 4 strings. We're going to look at an F chord that includes all 6 strings. So it's a full F chord and a full bar chord. The reason we're learning this one is because some people prefer it. Sometimes we want that sound of all 6 strings. And the other thing is, when switching from F to B flat, it works better when using this F chord that uses all 6 strings. So, I've got it up here on the board. It's also written there on your page. You'll see a review of the 4-string F, which we learned a few lessons ago. We're going to look at the 6th string F, or the one that uses all 6 strings. So our index finger is going to play the low 6th string at the 1st fret. It's also going to play the top 2 strings at the 1st fret. So we're going to have this whole bar across these 6 strings, as that finger has to push down multiple strings. Now, it works best to have this turn slightly sideways, and you might remember that from the lesson where we talked about playing the F before. But we want to have our finger, these lines on my finger are on the side. They're not straight on this inside part, but they're kind of on the side, and that makes it easier to push down. When the strength of pushing down the bar, when you're developing that, something I used to do is just practice barring at each fret and use the 2nd finger to help push extra pressure. Ironically, it doesn't take as much as it seems, but it takes a while to develop that unique strength within the muscles to push. My thumb is going behind that 2nd fret, so it's a fret higher as I push that bar down. It's this kind of a motion. So it's a little tough. Right now, we're learning some bar chords down here in 1st position. Later on, we're going to learn to play bar chords all over the neck. In some ways, they're actually easier to play up higher on the neck. So our index finger bars across. Our middle finger is going to go at the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then our ring finger is going to go at the 3rd fret, 5th string, and our pinky is going to come in at the 3rd fret, 4th string. And we get all 6. You of course are welcome to play with the 4-string F if you'd like to, but it's a good idea to start developing the ability to play this full 6th string. This one that uses all 6 strings. So that's the F. Let's look at the B flat now. So the B flat, we're not going to play the low 6th string. I actually will bar right up next to it so that my finger just mutes it. But we're going to be barring the 1st fret on the other 5 strings. So our index is going to play 1st fret, 5th string, and also is going to catch the 1st fret on the high string. And then our ring finger can do a bar on the 3rd fret of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings, like so. Now when we play this bar, it's not uncommon to have that top string be muted. So we're actually not playing this one, and that's okay with this chord, to have that be the case. When I bar it, I can't, if I really want it to ring, fingering, and some of you may prefer the alternate fingering to go finger 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, and 4, middle, ring, pinky on those, and then bar. And it's okay to play it that way. Some people prefer to play that bar chord that way. It just depends for me. I tend to use this bar one. It's a little quicker. And unless I really want that top string to ring, and then I play it this way. For some, the extra gap between these first two fingers is really hard to try and get down. Versus it's easy to get the gap between these two fingers, but the bar is less comfortable. So this is certainly the hardest chord that we've played to this point. And building up the strength to play these will make chords that we play later a lot easier. So there's our B flat. And then let's look at our C7. Our C7 is actually not a bar chord, but and it's the easiest one of this key. If you take C and then you add your pinky to the 3rd fret, 3rd string, you got C7. So I've got my index at the 1st fret of the 2nd string, my middle at the 2nd fret of the 4th string, my ring fingers at the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and then my pinky's 3rd fret, 3rd string. The high string's open and the low one is muted. So there's our C7. You've got those diagrams right there on page 66. We're going to start playing songs with these. So this has a beat and a half pickup. This is perhaps the first song that doesn't start on a beat, but we get on the end of what would be the end of 3 and 4 and 1, and then we're in. So I'll give us that pickup. We're going to be using the strumming pattern down, down, up, down, up, which you can see written there with number 1. Just like so. So I'll give us 1, 2, 3. He's got the whole, and we'll be in. He's got the whole world. So you go down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 So that gives us practice just between the F and the C7 chord. It's nice that the B flat hasn't been introduced yet. When we go from the F to the C7, we can maintain our ring finger right there on the C note. And then we just have to move the others. So if we use it to pivot, put my middle finger down and then add the others. Let's play that one again. So you got 1, 2, 3. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 There's a lot of other verses that would be fun to do. So now let's look at number 2, where we're going to add B flat to the game. So we're going to be going from F to B flat. On this one, you can move your fingers, but what I do is I take my F and then I just sort of slide things down and collapse my ring finger into that bar. So my F, then collapse the ring finger, collapse the ring finger, just like so. So down, down, up, down, up. This one's going to have F to B flat a few times. Let's just practice for now, going back and forth between F and B flat. We'll strum twice on F, so twice through the strumming pattern on F and then twice on B flat. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. We got the F. Let's do an F. Flat. Let's go back to F. Let's go to B flat. Let's do it again. We got the F to the B flat. Back to F. to sit and just switch back and forth a few times without any strumming at all, and that's okay. You can pause and do that if you need to. Let's play number 2. So down, down, up, down, up, as written. This one also has an A minor. You might recall the A minor, index finger at the 1st fret, 2nd string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, ring finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and then C7 and F. So here we go. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready. We've got the F, B flat, F, B flat, A minor, C7, F, and C7. Let's repeat that. F, B flat, F, B flat, A minor, C7, F, C7, and then we have an F. Okay, let's go over to page 67 now and do number 3, Skip to My Lou, one of the first songs I tried learning. But again, it was using chords that were harder, F and C7, and so I didn't have much luck, as this being one of the first songs I gave a shot at. So we're going to use that same strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up. There isn't a B flat in this one, so that make it just a little bit easier, but there's our melody, and it will be right in on it. So lost my partner, what'll I do? So we're going 1, 2, I want to, here we go. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? I'll skip to my Lou, my darling. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Hey, okay, let's go on to number 4 then. Pop music progression N2. This one's going to have a few different chords. So we got C, G7. We remember how to play C. Compared to C7, we just take our pinky off. G7, index at that 1st fret, 1st string, middle at that 2nd fret, 5th string, ring at the 3rd fret, 6th string. And we remember D minor. Learned that one a little while ago. So index 1st fret, 1st string, middle 2nd fret, 3rd string, ring, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then we just use the top 4. And then E minor, you remember. So on the 5th and 4th strings, we have fingers at the 2nd fret. And the other chords are going to be familiar. This one's going to insert B flat into this here and there. So this song is in the key of C. We got a lot of different chords here. We have the 1 chord is C. The G7 is the 5-7 chord in that key. The D minor is the 2 chord. And the E minor is the 3 chord. The F is the 4 chord. So we're getting a lot of chords from that key. And the B flat that it shows up is the flat 7. And then A minor is the 6th chord. So we're getting almost all the chords that we would naturally get in that key. So plus that substitution of the flat 7. So the natural 7 would actually be a diminished chord. We're going to learn about that towards the end of the book, about diminished chords. So here we go. On this one, we use the strumming pattern. You'll see there, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Remember that when we have 2 chords per bar, like we do in the middle of the 3rd line, we're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So the chord on the first half will get the first half of the strumming pattern. The chord in the second half will get the second half of the strumming pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and we got C, G7, C, E minor, C, E minor. We got F and G7, back to C, G7, got F, E minor, E minor, G7, and C. G7, E minor, F, E minor, F, E minor, A minor, and B flat. Then we're back to the beginning. C, G7, C, D minor, C, E minor, F, G7, C, G7, C7, F, E minor, D minor, G7, C, G7, E minor, F, E minor, F, E minor, A minor, B flat, and then A minor, F, D minor, G7, C. Great chord progression, great practice with switching to a lot of different chords there. Let's flip over now to page 68 and do number 5. So in this one, we're gonna have that D minor to B flat. That's a bigger switch because we have to completely reset our hands. So you might practice D minor to B flat, D minor to B flat, and then B flat to C, B flat to C. As I go from B flat to C, I sort of roll my finger up off that little bar with the ring finger and then put it there. Now if you're fingering it this way, then you would just be changing. Okay, and we'll use the same strumming pattern that we used a little while ago. Down, down, up, up, down, up. You see it written there. Here we go. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and D minor to B flat, C to D minor, B minor to B flat, to C, D minor, to C, and ends on C. Okay, so let's do that one again just a little bit faster. So down, down, up, down, up. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and D minor, B flat, C, D minor, repeat, D minor, B flat, C, D minor, and it ends on C. Sort of an interesting little resolution there. Okay, let's move on to number 6, pop music progression P2. This one we're going to use down, down, up, down, up, down, up. This one has a lot of places where we only have 2 chords per bar. So like A minor, C, G, F. So down, down, up, and we switch down, up, switch down, down, up, switch down, up, down, up. And of course the measures that have 1 chord get the whole strumming pattern. There's a couple places that we need to watch out for. We've seen this sort of thing before. But in the second line, second measure, we have G, F, and then we have a whole measure of F. And then we have A minor, and then for the third line, A minor, then we have a G. So it continues through that line that sometimes is a little bit tricky, and we have some of that here. So here we go with number 6. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and we got A minor, C, G, F. A minor, C, G, A minor, C, G, F. Great chord progression. Let's go on to number 7. 12-bar blues in F. So we're getting the 12-bar blues in yet another key. We got F to B flat. It's great for practicing that switching between F and B flat. And we're also going to have the C7 in here. Let's play this chord progression twice. So we get to practice that C7 as the turnaround. And on the second time, to end it, rather than playing F twice, let's play that C7 there in parentheses again, and then end on an F chord. So we use that option. The C7 is in parentheses because we don't end this progression with a C7. We would go back to F. We use it when we repeat. If we were to just finish, we'd play F twice. We could end like that. We could also go F, C7, to F, and that's how we're going to do it. So let's do it that way. So down, only we're going to use down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, now 1, 2, ready. We got the F, B flat, F, F, B flat, B flat, C7, let's repeat it, and F, B flat, Great, let's go over to the next page. So page 69, we're going to do My Country 'Tis of Thee. This one's in 3/4 time. And there's a couple tricky things about it because there's at least 3 places, maybe 3 total, where more than one chord happens per bar. Let's take a look at those. The strumming pattern for 3/4 time, we're going to use our classic down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, 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 up. We're going to have the great My Country 'Tis of Thee. Okay, so the third bar has this F for 2 beats, and then the B flat is on the 3rd beat. So we're going to have down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. It would also be okay to go down, down, up, down, down. So down, down, up, down. Using that 3/4 strumming pattern that we first worked with. Down, down, up, down. 1, 2, up, 3. That would be okay as well. I'm going to play it down, down, up, down, up, down. So let's practice those 2 bars at the end of this song. 1, 2, 3. We got F, B flat, F. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. F, B flat, F. 3rd time's a charm. 1, 2, 3. We got the F, B flat, F. Okay, now let's look at the last line. Second measure of the last line has F on beat 1, and then B flat comes in on beat 2. The way I know what beat it's coming in on is I'm looking at the melody and seeing where in the melody the chord is written above. And this one it's written above beat 2. So I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up. So F, B flat, down, down, up, down, up, down, back to the F. So there you go, one more time. F, B flat, F. So if we practice that, 1, 2, 3, F, B flat, F. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, F, B flat, F. Once more. 3, 2, 1, F, B flat, F. Now, if we look at the second to last measure, we actually have 3 chords in this bar, 1 above each beat. So B flat's on beat 1, F's on beat 2, and C7's on beat 3. So if I follow the strumming pattern, I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down. I could also just do 1 down strum on each. Let's practice it with just 1 down strum on each. 3, 2, 1. B flat, F, C7, F. 1, 2, 3. B flat, F, C7, F. 3, 2, 1. B flat, F, C7, F. 1, 2, 3. B flat, F, C7, F. So now if we do the down, down, up, we're going to have down on B flat, down up on F, down up on C7, and then down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it a 3rd time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's play this whole song. It's going to be a little low for me, but that's okay. You're probably getting used to me not singing in the best of keys for me. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountain again, ever so slightly faster. A 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. My country is a sweet land of liberty, of the I sea. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. Okay, let's head on to Waltzing Matilda, so number 9. This is a great old tune. Comes to us from Australia. Down, down, up, down, down, up. This one has a lot of places where we're going to have 2 chords per bar. So we're going to use that strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, down, up. 1. Watch in the middle of the third line. We're going to have C7, F, and then F gets the whole next measure. Watch out for that. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and once a jolly swag man, he camped up by a billabong under the shade of a cool nearby tree, and he sang as he sat and waited while his billy boy come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, yeah, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waited while his billy boy come a waltzing Matilda with me. Great old folk tune. Alright, if we turn over to page 70, on this page we're going to do Rockin' Robin. With this song we've got a new sort of roadmap technique, a DCL coda that we need to explain. So I'm going to go ahead and explain that before we play Rockin' Robin. Okay, so here we are on page 70. We're going to do Rockin' Robin, number 10. This is a great old pop tune. It's one of the rare hits to have slipped into public domain already. There were some changes made in copyright law, but there used to be a time where within your lifetime you had to renew copyright on songs, and if you didn't, then it would slip into public domain. And this is perhaps the favorite and most famous song that did that. But in our sheet music here, the way it's written out, we're using a roadmap sort of technique called the DCL coda. So I'm going to sort of explain the roadmap here. We also have a first and second ending. So we have the music and we have the repeat sign, and this isn't an exact diagram, but it's as far as measures go, but you should get the idea of how this works. So we have this repeat sign here, and we're going to be playing music. We go all the way until we hit that repeat sign. And that repeat sign tells us, oh, we got to go back. And we're going to go back and repeat again. Now, a lot of times when we have repeat signs, we just repeat in between the signs however many times it tells us to. Usually we just do it one extra time. Sometimes it'll say repeat 2 times or play the whole thing 3 times. Whatever it may be, we're going to play it again. But this one has a first ending and a second ending. So as we look at this first ending, that's this 1 and these lines drawn over it. That means the first time we play this, we're going to use these measures under the first ending. But the second time, when we go back on the repeat, in place of that, we're going to go play where it says number 2. And you could have multiple endings. You might have 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it'll say 1 and 2 you play here, and 3 and 3 you play here, or 1, 2, and 3 you play this one, because we're going to play it that many times, and we'll play this 3 times, and then we'll play this on the 4th time that we play it. Sometimes you'll even see things like first and third time, second and fourth time, and there might be an extra repeat there. So you can get different ways that first and second endings work. But all we have here is a first ending and a second ending. So the first time we go through, then we pop back. Second time. I tell a lot of my college students, it's kind of like dating. You have that first date and it ends a certain way, and maybe if you like the date enough, you go again on a second date, and this time maybe you want it to end slightly differently, so you have a second ending. So from the second ending in this song, it goes on until we reach this place where it says DC al coda. DC means da capo, it means from the top. So we're going to go back to the top, and you're going to play 2 where it tells you to go to the coda. So we play back to the top, and we go all the way until there, at the end of a measure there, we have the sign for the coda, and it'll say to coda. From that point, we jump to the spot that says coda and has the coda sign, and we play it. We keep going from there. On this particular song, there's only a 2-bar coda, 2-bar ending. Sometimes they're much, much longer. Sometimes the codas even have their own set of repeats within them. But to review, with the DC al coda, you play, and when it tells you to DC al coda, you're going to go back to the top and play until you find a place to have 2 coda, and then from the coda you go on to the ending, and well, it's not always the end to end, but you go to where it says coda and you play out from there. Simple as that. Alright, so we're going to do that with this song here. I should say, if the coda was down here, if it was after this first and second ending, you could, unless it tells you otherwise, to skip repeats, you would play first ending, second ending, and then go to the coda if it was written down here. So you could have a series of that. On our song, it's written before the first ending, so I put it there. Also, in the parentheses underneath DC al coda on our song, it says first verse. So that means when we repeat, we're going to actually just sing the first verse, not the second verse or a different verse. Okay, so let's play this. We're going to use down, down, up, up, down, up. It's got just half a beat of pickup, so I'm going to give us a 1, 2, 3, 4, he rocks, and we'll be in. A 1, 2, 3, 4, he rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little buddies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin. Rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah, blow, rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Repeat, every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise old owl, the big black crow, flapping their wings, singing over, go. Rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, yeah, rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, yeah, blow, rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Second ending. A pretty little raven at the bird bandstand, he taught me how to do the pop, and it was grand. It started going steady, and bless my soul, he out bopped the buzzard and the ho-yo-ho. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, rockin' robin, tweet, tweet, blow, rockin' robin, 'cause we're really gonna rock tonight. Hey, okay, it's a great song. Hope you had fun in this lesson. Probably starting to feel kind of sore and not have the strength to do bar chords. We got a couple more lessons where we're going to work on building these bar chord strengths. So in the next lesson, in lesson 12, we're going to learn 2 more bar chords, a G minor and a B minor bar chord, and do some more songs and some more strumming and so on. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.
If you found this video helpful,
please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For help with other guitar playing skills, check out more of my method books and the numerous lessons available as part of my online academy here on YouTube. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.